Okay, let's go ahead and get started. First question is going to come from Mason.
Hey, Coach. I heard a stat the other day that more teams have lost games while shooting over 50% from the field this season than they have in like any years past. Do you know why offenses have gotten so good in this league, or is it that defenses have fallen off in this particular season? Because even compared to last year, it's been a big jump.
I just think the three-point shooting has really changed the game. I think being able to shoot the three from, a lot of times all five positions, now centers are shooting the three ball as well. So you can shoot 50% from the field, but if you only make, 5 or 6 threes and the other team makes 19 threes, then you're probably going to lose the game. And that just shows how the game has changed.
Okay, we'll move over to Owen.
Hey, Ty. I was wondering, is everybody available but Pat today?
Yes, sir.
Will Pat not join you guys on this trip at all?
Yeah, he won't be on this trip at all.
Okay. Thanks, Ty.
Okay, we'll move over to Brad Turner.
What's up, Coach Lue?
We're in New Orleans, so I knew you would be on here today.
Bring me some food. Bring me some food back while you're at it. All right, Brad.
I got it.
And look, when you don't have Pat, how do you make up for what he brings, and what do you lose when he's not there?
We just lose, emotional leader of our team. I think every night, starting out on the best player, bringing that energy and defensive mindset every single night. Which allows Kawhi and PG to, guard those guys, the best players in the fourth quarter. But now with Pat out, the responsibility is on Reggie a little bit, but also PG and Kawhi having to guard the better players early on in the game.
Okay, we'll move over to Law.
Hey, Ty, we saw earlier today that Fee was on the health and safety protocols list and also wasn't available. I was just wondering if you had an update on what his situation is.
No, just know he's not available for tonight. We don't have an update as of right now.
And also with Pat being out, do you have a starting lineup for us tonight?
Yeah, Reggie Jackson.
All right, thanks, Ty.
Yes, sir.
We'll move over to Miriam.
Hey, Ty.
Hello.
The Pelicans today, as an organization, a bunch of them got a vaccine because that's opened up to them in Louisiana. Wondering what your thoughts on that are, and whether the Clippers have discussed that much or at all organizationally among you guys.
No, we haven't discussed it, organizational wise, but every organization is different. You got to do what's best for your team. You got to follow the protocol and what you're allowed to do. And if the guys got the vaccine, it's good for them. And I'm pretty sure we'll be having those conversations pretty soon, but not right now.
We'll move over to Mark Medina.
Hey, Ty, good to see you. Got a kind of offbeat question here, but of all your years playing and coaching, do you have a most memorable moment with fans? And if so, what was that moment?
With fans?
Yeah, as far as just like a fan interaction or like being in a game where the atmosphere was pretty memorable.
Well, I'll have to go back to, I think, 2016. We won the championship in Cleveland, and Game 7 was in Golden State. And when we won Game 7, we was on the stage, I guess preparing for the trophy ceremony, and then all the Golden State fans were still in the arena, but they were just like sitting in their seats, like they didn't leave, they didn't leave the arena, they were just stunned and surprised, at what had happened. So we talk about that all the time. Actually, we talked about it last week. It was just, just crazy to see.
Okay, we'll move over to Justin Russo.
Hey, Coach. Good evening.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
You've talked several times throughout the year about building good habits, keeping the process going, things like that. How would you evaluate the team's progress so far this season, where things stand now?
I think pretty good. I think when we're healthy, we're playing the game the right way. We're doing things the right way. And the guys are putting the work in to be better. Just seeing us the other night against Golden State, we've been talking about for the last 2 months about small pick and rolls and, making teams pay when they're showing. And, the other night we scored 1.6 points per possession in small pick and rolls. So just seeing that progress was good. I think seeing our blitz package with Steph Curry the other night was also good because he's one of the most dangerous shooters in the game. And to try to do a good job on him and limiting his shots and limiting his catches, I think we did a good job. So after the first game, after the break, I think it was a good start for us.
Okay, we'll move back over to Miriam and then go over to Law.
I want to ask you about the birthday boy, Patrick Patterson. We talk a lot about Luke and Terrence and Reggie having to stay ready, but like he's the ultimate stay ready guy. And when he plays so seldomly, but he's so solid for you guys. Are you ever, do you ever want to like reward him with some extra run, or is it just like his superpower to be that ultimate just add water guy?
Right now, it's been a superpower. I think Marcus and Nick have been doing a good job, and Pat pretty much knows his role. And when he's going to play that night, I always make sure that I let him know the night before when I find out, or early that morning, so he can get himself ready to go. But like I said, he's just a true professional, a true vet, and when we need him, he's always there for us. So it's great to have guys like that on the team.
Ty, you've talked a lot about the small pick and rolls as far as the defensive side of things, but I was wondering if that emphasis and that practice to refine what you're trying to do defensively in those situations also benefits your offense in those situations as well.
Yeah, I was talking about offense, because teams are they don't want to switch point guards on the PG and Kawhi. So when those teams are showing or when they're blitzing, being able to take advantage of those situations. So I was talking about offense, not more so defense.
Let's move over to Tomer.
Hey, Ty, it's good to see you. I'm curious, in your experiences, both as a player and as a coach, like how important is it, or how much of a priority is it to put like these, 6, 7, maybe 8 game winning streaks of just playing really well and getting wins consecutively? Do you guys put any priority on that? Are you as a coach and as players at all?
I always put a priority on winning, and I'm pretty sure they do too. But you want to be, play well, and like I said, second half of the season is when you want to start playing well, especially down the stretch going into the playoffs. You want to make sure you're playing your best basketball. And like I said, it was a good start for us the other night, but we got to continue to keep building on it.
Let's move over to Joseph.
Hey, Ty.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
So with limited practice time, I'm kind of curious, is there something new you guys are trying to install each game based on matchups, or are you working on things more generally?
Working on things more general, just getting better at what we need to get better at. Things we have in offensively right now, things we have in defensively, just trying to get better, each game before we're able to really start adding. And like I said, we've been putting the work in, we've been talking about it. We're gonna have more practice than we have usually because, it's things we need to just work on, like not, practices where we're playing 5-on-5 or a lot of contact, but just more so walkthroughs where, we're going over things defensively we need to get better at and offensively as well.
Okay, we'll close out with Justin Russo.
Hey, Coach. As a follow-up to something I asked earlier, I was wondering, is there something you've seen out of this team that has taken you by surprise in a good way?
Over the course of the season or lately?
Over the course of the season.
Just, no excuses. I think being ready and being prepared to play. I think, we missed Kawhi and PG for those games, for that stretch. Guys stepped up and played well. When guys are out, the next guy is stepping up and playing well. And it's just good to see, and that's probably pretty much the biggest thing for me. It's just, no excuses, next man up mentality, and be ready and compete every night.
All right, thanks, Tom. I saw that for you.
All right, thank you.
All right, good game. All right, see everyone post game.